Now about 3 miles away from our first destination over there at Grand Blanc High School, and you can really tell why Flint is called the vehicle city. But the money is still flowing. You guys could go away. This week is QB Jared Goff's turn, a 4-year extension worth $212 million for this guy right here, the richest contract in franchise history. Mark Mullins right here. Mark, it looks like we're in 2 different seasons. I'm bundled up while you're sitting here in the hot tub. Yeah, getting in the ring with Franklin, something you guys don't want to do. First-hand experience, I'm telling you. J.J. McCarthy is drafted tonight in the first round. He would be the first Wolverines QB selected in the first round since his former head coach, Jim Harbaugh, did it in 1987. It's hard to play for a national championship. Michigan has been knocking on the door for 2 years now, and it finally opened up in overtime against Alabama. All season long, these chips have literally had chips on their shoulder. You could take your pick. We have Lay's, Cheetos, Ruffles, and of course, Doritos.
Champions, this group's champions. Every person in the world was against us. The whole tournament, they didn't have us winning a game. They didn't have anything. We're champs, baby. We're champs.
The Saginaw Spirit were on the move today. Let me just take you through what the last 24 hours has looked like for this team. They won their first Memorial Cup in team history by taking down the London Knights 4-3. That deserves a check mark. Then after that, they celebrated the victory on the ice for over an hour. Then about 12 hours later, they had a parade and celebrated the trophy with their fans and had more vibes than an R&B album. And every event was warranted. And the Spirits say they're just grateful for the love Saginaw has shown them.
It hasn't fully sunk in, I don't think, the magnitude of that goal. Pretty surreal moment, really, really special. Having the trophy in our hands, spending it with you guys, Sag, best fans ever. We really appreciate you guys.
Nobody has thought of Saginaw as a hockey market, but to see this week and how it's unfolded and to be Met Cup champs at the end of it, it's incredible.
Tomorrow, Shasta Avery Hart will start her journey to win her second John Shippen National Invitational. The Flint native won the event back in 2021, and the winner of this year's tournament gets an exemption into 2 LPGA events, the Meyer Classic and the Dow Championship. Shasta has been a pro golfer for over a decade now, and she says before every round, she still gets nervous. And the only way to cope is to put her headphones in.
I do listen to a little bit of music when I am getting ready, just to kind of stay loose. I mean, I have the most random songs on there. I have a workout playlist that I make sure I don't listen to because it gets me too amped up before a tournament, and I don't want to be too amped up. Obviously, I just want to be level, so I'll put on like R&B music.
And speaking of R&B, let's go ahead and cue that music, because I want you guys to just bob your head a little bit. Think of it as sports after dark, because basketball requires some flow and moves. And Flint native Trey McKinney's game is smooth, and he's been racking up the accolades. AP Player of the Year, Gatorade Player of the Year, and now he's on the U.S. U18 national team and playing for the FIBA Americup gold medal. All right, let's go ahead and cut the music. Let's get to these highlights. The tournament is being held in Argentina this year, and the U.S. is playing the home team. Second quarter, U.S. up 9. And peep the pass. Trey McKinney full court to the Detroit native Darius Acuff. He had a game-high 22 points. Fast forward to the fourth, defense to offense. Trey with the steal. He's going to finish with the left. McKinney had 7 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and 3 steals on the night. The U.S. runs away with this one, getting the win 88-66. Switching over to the Diamond Tigers, Jake Rogers was special tonight. The Canyon, Texas native was playing in front of 19 family members and friends against the Rangers. Check out what he did. Top of the third, solo bomb to tie the game at 1. But he's not done. Same score, top of the 8th. Mr. Rogers, have yourself a night. His second home run of the game. The family is loving it. He gives Detroit a 2-1 lead, and that would be the only offense the Tigers needed. They get that win. Final score holds 2-1. And the Tigers also announced today they are going to retire former manager Jim Leland's number on August 3rd. His number 10 will hang in Comerica Park forever, and is fitting. He is the 10th Tiger to ever have his number retired. and it's still raining maize and blue confetti as the Wolverines, they won their first national championship since the 1997 season. And how'd they get it done against Washington? Playing Wolverine football. Tough, gritty, relentless, and together.
For me personally, I can now sit at the big person's table in the family. They won't keep me over there on the little table anymore. My dad, Jack Harbaugh, won a national championship, and my brother won a Super Bowl. So it's good to be at the big person table from now on.
Happy it paid off, and I wouldn't want to be here with anyone else, man. This team we've been through a lot, and I'm just glad we got the dub, man.
Explain what's in your hand real quick.
Man, it looks like a 2024 national championship ring.
The Wolverines' ground attack was special. 303 rushing yards, the most ever in a college football playoff title game. And Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards were the first duo to surpass 100 yards rushing.
That's a dream come true. Every kid wants to win a national championship, man. This is our goal this year, to win a national championship, man. That's what the seat.
This guy decided to show up.
We would love to get a personal shout out to all the haters and the doubters, because none of this was possible without y'all. Y'all giving us the extra motivation to wake up and come do what we do best. And I know y'all watching right now. I know y'all probably sick.
And now with the national championship in the bag, it's time to move on to next season. And what will this team look like? Will Harbaugh still be here? Will J.J. McCarthy declare for the draft or come back for his senior season? So many questions are going to be answered in the next couple of months. But for now, reporting from Houston, where the Wolverines just won the national championship, I'm Brandon Green for ABC 12 Sports.
I'll just be in the gym and I'll think about what I just felt right there. So I feel like it will push us hopefully to a state championship next year.
What a full circle moment for Flint native Trey McKinney. After losing in the state semifinals to Muskegon a year ago, he is now a state champion. And all season long, Trey has worked for this moment. And when it came time to show up against North Farmington, the kid from Flint had his best game of the year. And here's more on our Alcere Auto Plaza Athlete of the Week.
Just being able to do this for the school, my family, just everybody that supports me. So it's just really a good feeling.
Many ballers from the Vehicle City have graced the Spartans' home court with great performances. From Mateen Cleaves to Morris Peterson, Charlie Bell, Miles Bridges, and even Bucktown legend Monte Morris. In Orchard Lake St. Mary's Jr., Trey McKinney just added his name to that list.
He's different. He's said it 100 times. He's generational. I don't know if I'll ever see it again as a coach. He's a special young man like all these guys are.
The Flint native scored 32 points and grabbed 10 boards against North Farmington and brought the Eaglets their first state title in 24 years, 63-52. And not only was Trey getting buckets, but he was letting the Raiders know about it too.
They brought that Flint out of him. That's all it was, man. They got the chirping, and Trey played better with somebody chirping at him. And that Flint came out of him. Point blank, period.
Proud parents John and Jasmine watched their son wake up at 6 a.m. countless mornings and sacrifice for this moment. And the best part about the celebration, they say, will be the after party.
Lots of hard work, early mornings, no sleep, team no sleep. We going to sleep tonight.
It's your birthday?
Yes, sir, 45th.
Can you even put this present into words for me?
It's the greatest gift I think I've ever got for a birthday. See your son put his blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice into something and come out on top. What more can you ask for?
Just knowing what they sacrifice for me every day to go to school at Orchard Lake. It's something that you can't even describe. Just having family like that support you and have your back through everything.
And now that you got one, what's the mindset going into this summer, into next season?
Just to work even harder and push myself, just getting one, just knowing what it takes to get a state championship. Trying to do it next year too.
And Trey does plan on coming back to Orchard Lake St. Mary's next season. And just check out who is in the stands to watch Trey play and win a state championship. None other than Michigan State's head coach, Tom Izzo. And Trey, well, he also brought home some more hardware today. We'll have more on that at 6, but that's going to do it for sports. Kevin, how's that weather looking outside?